Hello folks, I'm Ed Blackburn for San Angelo Rodeo Live. Hello folks, this is Ed Blackburn for San Angelo Rodeo Live. And we are out here on the trail ride along Highway 87. And I have some interesting people to talk to. This one that's standing next to me is Mr. Charlie Bowers, and he has stories to tell.
Boy, do I ever. I'll tell you what, we've had a good ride. Hadn't had any bad runaways. Had one this morning, but we caught them before they got to the highway. Been uphill and downhill, and today we're getting blown off.
Well, what about this weather? It's pretty good weather except for the breeze.
Well, it is. We've been really lucky to have weather like this week. If last week it'd have been terrible, but we've just been fortunate. 80 degrees and 40 in the morning. What else could you ask for?
Charlie, I want to ask you a question. You had an accident a few years ago that could have put you back in bad times and all, but you've overcome that. And you've done some wonderful things with the prosthetics that you've been bought or given. And how does that work for you? What is the most difficult thing for you to do with those prosthetics?
Just get people to believe in me. I mean, they look at me and they say, well, what's he gonna do? Well, I do everything you do. I'm just different, that's all. And that's the biggest thing to overcome, is that people want to help you all the time, and once they help you, it just makes things different.
So that's the most difficult thing?
That's the most difficult thing, is getting people to believe in you. When I got this was 5 years ago this coming May. Got out of the hospital in August, and I made this trail ride in February. And that's the way it is.
What is the funniest story that you can think of in your years doing this trail ride?
The funniest thing? Wow, you should have gave me a leader on that one. It's funny to watch Lynn run this deal from the pickup with a cane that's upside down. That's kind of funny.
We'll get to Lynn a little bit. We'll get to Lynn a little bit later.
Yeah, you need to work on Lynn a little bit.
Well, now, how long have you been doing this?
5 years.
And it's something that you really, really love.
Well, I like doing it. I like messing with animals and horses before, and been associated with some other groups in my life. And now that I've got this little mishap, well, I like riding this horse, and he makes me feel good, and I'm doing something.
Well, that's better than doing nothing.
That's exactly right. You can't sit on the porch. If you sit on the porch, that's just where you're going to stay.
Well, they say activity is good for the soul and the heart.
That's just true. You cannot say there. You've got to get up and go on. Just because you got a bad time doesn't mean you have to quit. Just go on with life like it was.
Now, I heard a story about you saddling and unsaddling a mule, or is that right? And it happened yesterday in front of a bunch of kids.
Yeah, the Water Valley Elementary School came over and brought all the kids, and we wanted them to see how we harness teams and this and that, and then they got wind of me. So we brought the kids over one group at a time, and I saddled my mule yesterday, I think 4 times, just to prove with different groups that I could do it. And then they got off on, they didn't even care if I could saddle the animal. They wanted to know how I drank water and how I ate this and how I did that. So,
Charlie Bowers, thank you very much for your time. And I hope you all have a good trip into town. And we will see you, San Angelo Rodeo Live. We'll see you in town for maybe a little bit more talk.
All right, well, we'll be there after a while.
Thank you, sir.
You bet. See y'all later.
We're thankful for the support of Jim Bass Ford and Bud Light.